Good morning, YouTubers. It's Steve here with RV Site to Site. You know, if you live as long as I do, you're going to make some mistakes. And so in my last video about installing the Harbor Freight mini crane in the bed of my pickup truck, I made a mistake. And so we're going to get to it in this video. All right, let me point out a couple of things here. In the last video, I showed you how I mounted the mini crane. I ran into a problem because the ribs underneath the truck bed were too far apart for me to fasten my plate, the bottom plate on the crane to those ribs. And so it made it kind of weak. So even though I was able to pick up the Harbor Freight Predator generator, I noticed the bed was flexing a little bit, and that bothered me a little bit. So I came up with a solution, and so we're going to look at it in this video. All right, before we get started today, if you would consider subscribing to this channel and give me a thumbs up, I would really appreciate it. Share the video if you have some friends who are RVers. I do a lot of how-to videos, and occasionally we'll tour a campground and do a review on that. I'm going to change the way I do that just a little bit, just based on some comments and some actually family members who have said I could do it better, and I agree, I could. There's always room for improvement. And so well, let's get started in this video and let's see the mistakes that I made on installing the Harbor Freight crane. All right, so the first thing we'll do is take this pin out. So now I've just got to remove this. The plate needs to be 16 inches from here to here. And that's where this plate, this U-channel is, and this U-channel. Okay, I finally got the other bolt loose, and I'm able to remove that. So there we go. Be sitting like, might be able to use them same holes there. Yeah, that'd be good. Except I got to measure from here over to there, see if I've got enough room for a sheet of plywood. I want to make sure I've got enough room for a sheet of plywood. All right, I'm gonna make a template here out of this sign. I'm gonna need 16 inches long. All right, so I'm gonna square it up here like that. Cut it off right here. Right here, I'm going to notch it out where I can set it. Right about there, and I'm going to bring it out to here, so I'll need to notch it out right here. All right, and so this will fit like that right there. And I'm gonna put this about right here. I might have to go ahead and move this over here like that, so it'll be right over those holes. So the hole will be right there. So I'll put this over the hole. All right, I've got my template here, and this morning I went by a metalworking shop and I got this nice piece of 3/8 thick aluminum plate. Very, very nice. So I'll take this, put my pattern on it, put a clamp here so to hold it. And I'll put another clamp over here just in case. And that'll hold it securely. Now the good thing about aluminum is I can saw that with a saber saw or jigsaw. You can cut aluminum with that. I've actually cut aluminum before with a plywood blade. You just have to keep it good and oiled so it doesn't heat up. But I'm sure there's better ways, but aluminum's easy to drill and all that, so I have 7 places I have to drill. All right, I'm going to start off. This is one of my favorite drill bits of all time. I spent about 30 years in the sign industry, and these bits, I don't know where I got them. They're double-ended, and they're absolutely wonderful. But it seems like you almost can't wear them out. And so, put this in the chuck, and I'll drill my small hole. Drill the small holes first, the pilot holes. Well, my battery died on my other drill, so I'll use this one right here. This is my old standby. Been using for years. All right, let's see if the base will fit on there. Pretty perfect. All right, now what I have to do is saw out this section right here. All right, what I like to do, even though aluminum can usually be cut by a wood cutting stuff, I like to put a little oil on it to help it along a little bit. All right, I'm going to use these 2 holes again. These were the front of the lift, and these were the back. Now right here is a beam that goes across here, and so I'm going to drill into that through these 2 holes here. I'm gonna put the back of the crane, the back of the base, right where the old holes were. And to do that, I'm just gonna kind of line it up like that. That way I know I have it in the right place. So now I have to drill a hole here, which will go across the beam right here. And so I'll have this whole plate tied between this beam, and the crane will go right here. And it'll still go through the bed, so I gotta drill these 2 holes right here. Alright, so we got 4 holes here, some holes, 7 holes. Okay, so we got this in place now, and it's good and solid, very good and solid. It's not going anywhere. Okay, here's the installed version, and my wife wanted me to paint it black to match the bed of the truck so that silver wouldn't stand out so bad, that aluminum. And so I'm going to paint it with this high performance enamel by Rust-Oleum. It's a professional grade. And so the reason I took the swivel point off of the stand here is because I didn't want it black. I don't mind the base being black, but I didn't want the whole thing being black, and so we'll get started on that. First of all, always shake it up a little bit. I've already shaken it some. I've also wiped this off. It's nice and dry, and it is rough enough now to paint, and so we'll get started. When you paint, always do sweeping motions like this. Spray, 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 release, spray, release, spray, release. That way you won't end up with a big buildup when you come to the end of your spraying. And if you spray, just keep it down, then you're going to end up with big globs of paint here and big globs of paint here. So always spray, release, spray, release, spray, release. All right, here we go. You can actually see right here where it's pulling up, and so this right here will solve that because I'm bolted into a very strong point underneath here. There's a railing that runs all across here, and then also back where I have these back bolts here, there's also a railing that runs across here. So now I feel very, very confident I could pick up even more than 1,000 pounds if I needed to, but this crane is only rated for 1,000 pounds, so I'll not overdo it. Again, I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Now, I will get to the Predator generator in the next video, and in the meantime, please subscribe, give me a thumbs up if you would, please. Consider sharing this video, and until the next time, stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.